This is the main part. It say, and I say, it is so, Lord. Then say he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Because for their sake I made the world. And even Adam transgressed my statutes. Then was the decree that now is done.
Right. So if we don't,
it said then were the entrance of the world made narrow, full of sorrows and travail. They are but few evil, full of peril and very painful.
So like the scripture said, if we don't go through that, how can we enter? You know, scripture say, rather be all fucked up than get in the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Basically maimed and bruised. We need to go through this. You know, so we appreciate the kingdom that much more. You know, if you can, real quick, get Matthew 7 and 13.
We'll finish with this.
Oh, okay, just like.
This is Luke 21 and pick up at 23. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
Right. Woe, destruction unto you. You know, you're out here, you're having babies. Here it is. It's about to go down. You know, this shit could pop off any minute. These race wars and martial law, it can go down any moment. But, you know, you look at the hospitals and whatnot, you still have women in there having babies and shit. Hey, man, it's finna get live out here. You know, brothers always like to talk about cannibalism and coming back in a major way. You know, you're gonna be eating yourselves and your babies and stuff. So that's why the scriptures say, woe unto you. It ain't the time to have kids and whatnot. You know, scriptures also say, it's gonna be said, blessed be the barren. You know, so hey, you know, we got brothers that got kids, or let's just say the elect that got kids and whatnot. Hey, they didn't elect anyway, so you know, I'm quite sure their children gonna be spared, whoever the Most High want to spare.
Maybe so, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe so, maybe not. Right, because in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, we all know what that was about. Know what that's about. Keep reading out.
For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Right, what's the modern day sword? It's the gun, the nuclear missile. It's basically destruction. Well,
it's talking about the destruction in 70 AD.
Oh, it's like that.
But it's comparing it to what we're going into now. Verse 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. All right, this is what I want to get to. Verse 25, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, and sea, and waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And verse 20, last one. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. All right. And you want Matthew what?
Matthew 7 and 13.
Ooh, that's hot right there.
Yeah, it was just going back on that. You gotta enter into that narrow path. You know.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Right. You can't enter into this thing by no other way, man. You know, the Most High blessed you to get the knowledge of the scriptures. You know, really through the elders of GMS. Who else out here doing it like that? You know? You keep on that path. Yeah, you know, we look at other guys' videos just to see how they going off, just to keep you sharpen your sword. He said that? Nah, that's not what that means, because it's saying right here. You know, keep on that path, man. This is the straight gate. You know, you like I said, you can't enter no other way. Keep reading out.
Select. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few be that find it.
Right, so what's that few? The elect? That's how you know the Most High ain't dealing with everybody. It say few is gonna find it. That's the 144 and the 1/3, man. You know? Not everybody. Not like your pork chop eating pastors say, anybody who believe, you know, come to Jesus or whatnot. Nah. If you can get Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 1 through 3. You have to know.
Jasper.
I said, if you got something else, you go ahead. I told you. Actually, Second Ezra chapter 8.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me and said, the Most High had made the world for many, but the world to come for few.
Right. You know, hey, that's self-explanatory. That's self-explanatory. The word of many, you know, and what it say, in the world to come for few. So that's how you know it's going to be another society after this. And again, that few is the 144,000 and 1/3, which we're going to have to repopulate, you know what I'm saying, the earth, the elect. Lord willing, we the men, you know. We keep reading up.
I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra, as when thou axest the earth, it shall say unto thee, that there giveth much more thereof, earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of it. Even so is the course of the present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
Right. So damn near everybody around you're gonna die off, man. There's many created. A lot of people, what does it say, it's like 7 billion people on the earth. Yeah, many people was created, but a few is gonna be saved. And hey, how many times does the scripture refer to the elect? That's it. Because if these other nations go into slavery, Edomites, Hamites, whatever, you got 2/3 of Israel gonna die. Who is left? Who is left? 1/3, the elect. So that's another scripture referring to the elect, man. So really anybody teaching other than that is off, big time, you know? Real quick. Like, yeah, I have something like that.
I got one. It's Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel coming down from heaven, having the great power, and the earth was lightning with his glory. He said, he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is falling, it is falling.
Right, America is falling, it's falling. It's Babylon, the word Babylon itself means land of confusion. All right, and in America there's nothing but confusion. You got men want to be women, women want to be men. What is that all about, man? You got people eating decrepit foods. You got all these fucking philosophies going on. You know, that's why when you ever heard the word Babel, somebody talking gibberish, you be like, man, you're babbling. That's confusion. Lan mean land. So this is the land of confusion. So, hey, about time America is falling. It's falling. Go ahead, all right?
And it become the inhabitants of devils.
Right. You fucking Edomites, you're devils, man. And 2/3 Jakes, man. Like the scriptures say, you are of your father, the devil. Alright? So this place has become the inhabitants of the devil, man. Deceivers. That's what the word devil means. A bunch of deceivers. Man.
In the hole of every foul spirit, in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunken of her wine, the wrath for her fornication.
Right, all nations fucking is into this Babylonian spirit, man. Thanks to America and whatnot. All these other nations come over here to get rich. Really off of who? Jakes, you know? So yeah, all nations have came over here and drunk of the wine of wrath. Those are scriptures that say, hey, the nation's woken up now. You know? Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundance of her delicacies.
Because these nations, like I said, these nations come over here to get rich. You know? They get rich, they send the money back to they land or whatnot. You know? Shit, all you gotta do is go to the gas station. What else? Go to these restaurants. You don't see nothing but Arabs and Moab and Ammon. And the East Indians. You know? What do you Jakes own? Nothing. Hell, you don't even own the entertainment industry. You know? So, again, scriptures don't lie. And that's how we know that it's talking about America. Where else do people go to get rich? I don't see a whole lot of people flocking over there to China. You know? I don't see a whole bunch of people flocking over there to India, Australia. That's how we know the scriptures is talking about America, man. The Bible talks in code. You know? Not everything is a lot of stuff is parabolic, but you know, some things you can is easier to understand. Go ahead.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
Right, come out of the ways of America, man. Stop worshiping these pagan holidays. Stop doing what these people do, man. Come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Come out of her, man. And then it's gonna get physical too. The Most High gonna say, come out of her. When we get beamed up in them chariots, come out of her. It's time for this place to go down. You know, go ahead.
That ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not her plague.
Right, and the main plague is the nukes. Game over once the nukes touch down. Most I would, hey, we don't want to be partakers of that. I want nothing to do with that. You know? I'm sure these brothers feel the same way. Go ahead.
For her sins have reached up into the heavens, and the Most High remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup that she had filled unto her double.
Right. That's beautiful right there. Reward her as she even rewarded you. This place is full of the bones of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So guess who run this place? Esau. So guess what? We're gonna do double unto you. You know? You gave us 40 lashes, you get 80. It's balance. That's all it is. It's balance. Y'all people like to say karma or what goes around comes around. You know, and that's what it is.